And Jeff, as a coach, you like to hear that from your players.
Yeah, but I'd rather see some action about it. And to see action means to defend on every possession, to play the score, play the game, not the score, which the Lakers are often guilty of. They have the best talent in the NBA. And if they play hard on every possession, they'll be in the finals this year. But I don't think it's going to turn out that way, Mark. I think Houston will beat them.
We got a long way till that happens. And you hear the Laker fans cheering everything from jump balls, every call. This rivalry has become alive once again with last year's finals. It's always been the most storied rivalry in the history of the NBA. Bynum against Perkins. Comes up short. Ball tipped and taken by Rondo. The young point guard who is having a superb season. Ray Allen for three. And the Celtics, who again come in with a 19-game winning streak, and get on the board first.
Well, that's exactly how Doc Rivers wants his team to play. Don't play half-court offense, push the ball in transition, and find the scorers.
You know, Mark, you talk about a team that won a championship, and the question was coming into the season as Kobe Bryant misses, will there be any complacency? We know the answer to that. But what's impressed you most about the way they've come out to defend their title?
Really, their leadership. I haven't seen a team come out and defend their title like this in a long time. Tremendous leadership, and they don't settle.
Luke Walton inside. Nice move from Walton. Phil Jackson calls him the playmaker. Inserted him into the starting lineup a couple of weeks ago, and he gets the Lakers on the board.
And I like how the Lakers are matching up with Fisher on Ray Allen to chase him off screens, and Bryant playing a free safety off Rondo.
Already chance of defense. Pierce misses. The crowd loudly booed the Celtics when they came out on the floor. Meanwhile, the other night in Boston, after the Celtics won their 19th in a row, they were already chanting "Beat LA." It is such a fun rivalry for the fans. Fisher for three. And the Lakers with the early lead.
And that's good basketball by the Lakers. Taking the double team. Bryant delivers it to Pau Gasol. Guys unselfish, making the extra pass.
Garnett kicks it out. Ball deflected out of bounds. Still Celtic ball. Let's take a look at our Foot Locker keys to the game.
Well, I took care of the Lakers. The thing about it for me was match the Celtics grit. You got to be physical. Kobe has to be special. Definitely not just scoring for himself, but for other guys. And buying them back has to be a force.
And I think Ray Allen has been the Celtics' best player this year as Pierce drives it and dunks. I think Ray Allen has had an exceptional season and really has offset a slow shooting start by Paul Pierce this year.
Allen has been excellent. He's their leading scorer. Bynum blocked, but a foul. Perkins got a piece of the ball, but also down low. And Andrew Bynum will go to the line. Lakers saying, how can they beat the Celtics after what happened last year? Well, Andrew Bynum's one of the answers. He did not play after injuring his knee back in January, missed the entire playoffs. Where is he in terms of his play from when he first got injured back in January? Is he back to that spot where he's one of the best young centers in the game?
Well, I don't think there's many to compare him with as far as young centers in this game. But one thing I'd like to see from him more, with that tremendous athleticism, the tremendous length, I'd like to see him be more of a factor on both ends of the floor physically for this Laker team.
And it's already gotten heated between the two coaches. Doc Rivers came down to protest the call outside the coaching box, and Phil Jackson went right up to Bill Kennedy and told him to get Doc Rivers back, and then Doc Rivers waved him off dismissively. I love that. I love that.
You've been there before.
Oh.
You've been waved off dismissively, or you've done it?
Well, by many people waved off.
That foul on Allen before the shot, so the Celtics will inbound. Rondo inside. Can't get it to go. Kobe Bryant perhaps altering that shot. Lakers here at home, 14-1. Their only loss to Detroit as Gasol misses. Perkins the quick outlet.
You can see the way that the Celtics are playing pick and roll against Kobe Bryant. Gasol is going to have that shot.
And a blocking foul called. And just like that, Rondo picks up two quick fouls just over 2.5 minutes in, and he may have to sit down. So Rondo is going to, Tony Allen bounces off the bench. Now he sits down again.
I like the decision. I'm playing my guys in their normal rotation, even with foul trouble. He's not guarding a primary scorer in Fisher. Tony Allen can play the backup point, as can Eddie Howe.
Walton looking to post up Pierce. Walton had his problems with Pierce in the finals last year, as did everybody during the playoffs. Fisher, his three is short. And a loose ball foul on Kobe Bryant. over-aggressive trying to get that offensive board. And that's his first foul. All right, Mark, how about Kobe Bryant this year? His shooting attempts are down, his scoring a little bit down as he's getting his teammates more involved. But in the last week or so, we've seen him look to score more. What kind of year has he had?
Oh, he's had a very good year. Looking to pick his spots offensively, when to take over and when to be a playmaker. I'd like to see him be much more aggressive and take the challenge defensively, individually, to set the tone for this Laker team.
Walton couldn't hold on. Ball knocked out of bounds. The Lakers could have come out with some real enthusiasm and energy defensively.
And I like Pau Gasol getting around in front of Garnett, making the catch tougher. Usually the Lakers play straight behind and allow the entry pass. Good post defense by Gasol.
Bill Jackson feels Gasol is an underrated defender. He was talking about that before the game today. Rondo, nice move, gets inside. Pretty play from Rondo. Lost his sneaker momentarily. And now comes running up the court. Rondo's played so well, people are talking Austin. Oh, Gasol, an excellent passing big man, sets up Kobe Bryant beautifully.
Such a luxury to have a big guy that can pass the basketball. Gasol reading the overplay, finding Kobe Bryant at the rim.
Pierce, that's a three. In and out. Bynum battling with Perkins. That's going to be a fun battle to watch. Bynum running the floor. Perkins didn't get back. And the Laker crowd explodes early. This is a regular season game, isn't it?
But we're already witnessing the benefit of having Luke Walton in the starting lineup. He is a playmaker that can put the ball in his hands and read the defense.
Bynum picks up his foul. Smart play from Rondo to draw the contact. Lakers looking sharp early, Mark.
No, it starts on the defensive end, and then you make plays. Don't look for the home run play. Look for the right play. Walton pushes it in transition, finds Andrew Bynum running the floor. You want a big guy that runs and finishes at the rim.
Rondo again to the basket. Pretty play from Rondo. Doc Rivers saying that the key for us is Rondo's speed.
And again, right there, every team struggles with the pick and roll in the NBA, but the Lakers, right there, inexcusable. 2 consecutive layups given up on the same exact play.
Rondo playing with so much confidence. He's scoring more, distributing better. Highest shooter of any guard in the NBA in terms of field goal percentage. Fancy pass to Perkins. Perkins steps back and drops it in.
Talking to Phil Jackson before the game, he says, hey, we don't care if Rondo scores. If he scores, it's taking the ball out of the hands of the other guys, which I agree with. But you don't want Rondo dominating the paint area. Make him a jump shooter.
Right, that's like giving up layups and saying you don't care. I disagree with that.
Gasol steps back. Rondo the rebound. Pierce, Ray Allen running the floor. Allen layup is good. And poor transition defense by the Lakers. Ray Allen already with 5 points. He just feels so much more comfortable in the offense this year. His second year in Boston. Pass out to Walton. Air ball.
See, what they get with the Lakers putting Walton in the lineup is passing. What they're missing is the guy who can shoot and stretch the defense like Radmanovich could, as Perkins gets an offensive foul for the Celtics.
That's his second foul. Perkins, one of the leaders in offensive fouls. Of course, this is the first matchup between the two since last June's NBA Finals. One that lasted 6 games. Celtics able to celebrate the 39-point blowout in Game 6. A devastating loss for the Lakers and a huge celebration for the Celtics for their 17th championship. First quarter here in LA. Celtics the early lead.
Thanks for watching ESPN on ABC, home of the NBA Finals.
Almost the midway point, first quarter in LA. Celtics with a 3-point lead in the early going and what is the most storied rivalry in the NBA. Half of the NBA titles, 31 of the 62 championships won by either the Celtics or the Lakers. So many great players, great teams, great games, many memorable moments. Is it the best rivalry? Just ask Kobe Bryant.
Boston and LA. Boston, LA. You know, nothing needs to be said more than that. You see Kurt Rambis getting clotheslined, his little booty hugging shorts. then you know it's Boston and LA. So it's the juice is there. It's just time to go out there and play now.
And you can tell by the fans, you can tell by the media coverage in the respective cities. Front page of the LA Times this morning had the score of Game 6. Ouch.
At some point, let it go. At some point, let it go. You can't get it back.
For those of you who forget, if you're a Laker fan, it was a 39-point whipping. Kobe Bryant, his second field goal.
They shouldn't even give assists on play like that. The guy goes into the lane, spins back, and hits a fadeaway over a great contested hand. Man, he makes that stuff look easy.
Bryant again has picked up his scoring in the last week or so. Rondo, nice ball fake. High arcing shot won't go. Odom the rebound. Odom now coming off the bench. Last year a starter. This year, the Lakers' sixth man. He wasn't happy about it at first. He's always been a starter throughout his career. Starting to play aggressively, and a foul call. Perkins greets Bryant after the whistle and stares at him as Ray Allen picks up his first.
You know, there's times when you can look on the floor and you sense that Kobe Bryant wants the basketball and wants the offense ran through him. Right now is one of those moments.
Bryant back up to third in the NBA in scoring behind Dwayne Wade and LeBron James. Wide open look. Kobe Bryant, 6 points, and the Lakers back on top. Bryant guarding Rondo. Rondo very aggressive, wants to get it to Perkins, lobs it over the top. Perkins goes down, blocked. Nice play from Walton. Perkins hurt his left shoulder. He had surgery on that during the offseason, and he runs up the floor. Ball tipped by Allen. Nice defensive play. Here comes Rondo using his speed. Had nowhere to throw it. Gasol. Over Garnett. Kevin Garnett last year, the top defensive player in the NBA, leading the top defensive team. And they're off to another start. There you see Perkins. He seems to be okay. He got hurt in the playoffs last year with that shoulder. Had some surgery on it. It was dislocated. Had surgery right after the finals. And he's been fine. Pierce creates some space. Pierce from Inglewood. They've got a lot of family and friends. Had to get quite a number of tickets for today's game, but he loves coming back here and always plays well against the Lakers.
And that's one of the things Phil Jackson pointed out about Game 4, where Paul Pierce in the second and third quarter took over the Celtics offense and was a nightmare for Walt.
Kobe Bryant has found the range. 4 of 6 from the field. 7 lead changes already.
And there's only so much you can do there. 2-point contested jump shots. Just don't bail him out and put him on the free throw line.
I like the adjustment that the Lakers are making, where Kobe Bryant was setting the offense, shooting jumpers in the finals. Now they're getting him on the sweet post spot where he can take a baby jump.
Eddie House, nice steal after Odom grabbed the rebound. House off the bench. Back up point guard, or more than 2 guard. Pierce drills another. So Pierce finding the range. He's 3 of 5. Gasol inside, couple of fakes. Can't get it to go. Ball tipped out nicely by Garnett. So much made about the Lakers. They're the #1 scoring team in the NBA. Celtics are 5th. And they're the 2nd best shooting team in the NBA. So although their defense is their bread and butter, they're a terrific offensive team as well, as Garnett rattles it in.
That was excellent ball movement. The Lakers overloaded the defensive side of the floor, found Garnett in the middle of the floor. Good extra pass by Eddie House.
Celtics shooting 60% from the field during this 19-game winning streak. They're shooting 51%, a terrific number. Bryant falling away, won't go. Pierce on the move. Eddie House, extra pass. Perkins calling for it. Shot clock at 7. Perkins takes his time, throws it away. Derek Fisher. Walton hits a 3, and we're tied it in. Lakers 2 of 5 from downtown in the early going, with a minute and a half to play here in the first. Garnett inside. Nice move from Garnett.
And that's just too easy as far as the defense is concerned. If you're Pau Gasol, you have to make Kevin Garnett work harder to get to that spot.
And not let him into the middle of the floor. Make him go to the baseline.
Kobe Bryant gets inside again. Kobe Bryant. Superb play from Bryant. He's in double figures here in the first.
It's unbelievable when your man gets to double-figure points and you're doing a good job defensively. Right now, Ray Allen is doing his job defensively.
Doc Rivers yelling to get the ball to Garnett. Garnett kicks it out. Allen for 3. That's good. Ray Allen continues his shooting. He's 3 for 3 from the field. Allen for the season shooting just under 50%. Just a great number for a perimeter threat like him.
I feel he's been the Celtics' best player. And to me, the all-star team in the East, it would not be right if Ray Allen's not on it.
I think he's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer that Ray Allen is going to be in Phoenix come All-Star game.
Well, he's the leading scorer on the best team in the NBA. And Doc Rivers said when he came over from Seattle last year, the first year, he had the biggest adjustment of anybody because while he played with Seattle and with Milwaukee, the ball was in his hands all the time. He had to learn how to play a lot without the ball, and he feels he's just so much more comfortable in what they want to do. Gasol puts it down. Minute to go here in the first. Been pretty physical as expected. Good defense forcing the turnover. And then a foul in the backcourt. And we'll have a timeout. 7.5 seconds remaining in the first. A rematch of last year's finals. Right now the Celtics by 1. And more caring right before the game. A bunch of the kids here in attendance. Got some gifts from the Lakers and the Laker girls here at Staples Center. Celtics also joining in. They stopped booing for a moment, the fans, in order to accept the gifts.
If I'm a LA kid, I'm not accepting a gift from a Celtic. I'm just not. I'm turning it down. Either give me a Laker to give me a present or forget it.
Were you always like this?
No, seriously, I'm not taking that. That's from the enemy. Are you kidding me?
And knowing you, you're dead serious.
I am serious.
Well, here in LA, they are the enemy. Meanwhile, Tony Allen, and good to see Big Baby Davis back on the floor. He's missed the past couple of games with a concussion as Derek Fisher misses. He was involved in a car accident, a bad snowstorm, going to a game last week. And a foul on Fisher. So Fisher has now picked up his second foul. They had a foul to give. I don't know if that's the guy they wanted to give. Trevor Ariza is going to check in. Ariza's been a super sub. NBA calendar tonight on TNT. Washington playing at Cleveland, Dallas at Portland. Friday on ESPN, coverage against 4:30. Chicago at Miami. And then Friday on NBA TV, coverage begins at 10. The Celtics will continue their trip in Golden State against the Warriors. This is the first of 4 games out west. Eddie House, short. That will end the first period. 8 lead changes in the opening quarter. Celtics shoot 61% from the field, but turn it over 6 times. Kobe Bryant had 10. 1-point game.
This NBA Christmas special presented by Paul Blart Mall Cop.
An incredible 19 in a row. It's the longest streak in the history of the storied franchise. And now this 27-2 overall record, the best 29-game start in the history of the league. Tony Allen, nice crossover move to the by Odom. And it's going to be Laker ball. It's just amazing this start considering, again, what they went through last year, how long their season was, but there has been no letdown whatsoever.
And what makes it even more amazing is that you know that they're going to get the best punch of the opponent every single night. There are teams circling the Celtics on their schedule, and this team, night in and night out, continues to respond.
Kobe Bryant puts it up. That's good on the three. Up two-pointer. And how about this? Best start in NBA history, and they're only 2.5 games ahead of the Cavs for the best record in the East. Shows you how good Cleveland is.
Well, I believe right now Cleveland's playing better than any team in the NBA. They are just dominating, winning by double figures 10 times. And I think this is the Celtics' big challenge right here, is can their bench hold up against starting caliber players like the Lakers have on the floor right now?
Bryant to the basket. Kobe Bryant strong to the goal. He's got 14.
Which is why I really like what Phil Jackson is doing. This is where he normally goes to his traditional second unit. He's keeping first unit guys in, putting the pressure on this Celtic bench.
Right now, the only starter out there for Boston is Pierce. Glenn Davis lost it. Odom dives on the floor, and a loose ball foul is going to go against Odom. He kind of stares at Steve Javy. That's the first on Odom. First team foul.
No foul.
Nope, I agree.
No foul. First to the floor, you can't commit a foul if you're first to the floor. That hustle, play on.
You know, the interesting thing during that scuffle on the floor, Doc Rivers yelling at Tony Allen saying, get into Kobe Bryant, force help to come.
Here's nice pass. Allen almost got the offensive rebound. Ariza diving on the floor. And it's still going to be Celtic ball. Trevor Ariza, who's become one of the real valuable members of that bench. Last year missed so much with a broken leg. He's been healthy. Top 10 in steals. He's even scoring some. Terrific energy player for Phil Jackson.
And he's a guy that Phil Jackson trusts down the stretch to close out ball games also because of his defensive tenacity.
And he's guarding Pierce right now. Allen's going to play a big role for this team. No more James Posey. He's now in New Orleans as Eddie House misses. Bynum chips it, but goes right to Davis. And Big Baby Davis, good effort inside.
And that's a small front court for the Celtics with Poe and Big Baby Davis. That's going to be a difficult matchup. Good work on the boards by both of them.
Ariza. Vujicic right down to Bynum. Bynum a huge height advantage. Now we have a foul away from the ball. Tony Allen. That's his first. We'll take it out of bounds. Let's take a look at our HP stat track. And the shooting numbers are 52%. That's high for a Celtic opponent. Odom inside. Left goal, but a foul. And Odom will shoot two as Davis picks up his first.
And to me, that is where they missed the length of P.J. Brown coming off the bench, which they had last year. Davis 6'7", Poe 6'7", 6'8". When you get into rotations, they don't have the shot blocking at the rim.
That's P.J. Brown was part of that last year. Again, we mentioned Posey. Those are the two key guys no longer with the Celtics. Some of these young players will need to step up. You decide who'll compete in this season's Sprite Slam Dunk Contest at NBA All-Star 2009 in Phoenix. Go to NBA.com/dunk right now to meet the candidates and cast your vote. They'll dunk, you decide. You mentioned Phoenix, that's where the All-Star game will be this year. As Odom hits a pair. What kind of season is Odom having? It's an adjustment, as we said earlier. He didn't want to come off the bench, but is he starting to get more comfortable there?
I certainly think he is. I thought he was in a groove when the bench was playing very effective on the offensive end, being somewhat of a playmaker, of a point forward. They need him to be special on the floor. He does too many things too well to just be a regular guy on the court. Offensive rebound, defend, make plays.
Davis spinning. Oh, pretty move. Can't finish. Ball batted around. Loose ball. Kobe Bryant throws it down the other end. Ariza in a foot race. Saves it. Right to Vujicic. Count it. And a foul. Oh, what a hustle play from Trevor Ariza. Standing ovation on this one.
Sometimes it comes down to who wants it more. Trevor Ariza hustle play, keeping it alive. Vujicic's not giving up on the play, gets the basket and the contact, getting this crowd involved.
Ariza fired up again. He's been a real spark. Kobe Bryant started it by tipping it down the other end.
And to me, this is where the Boston bench just doesn't have enough firepower.
Here's stripped, but foul by Ariza. And, you can say 27-2. How can you say anything? But second team consistency is what Doc Rivers is searching for. And as you see, most of the starters sitting right now.
I'll tell you, you're not going to see a better effort play. And where are the other Celtics? Walking, looking. That's not how they've got the best record in the league at 27-2. Transition defense, you should be able to count on every possession.
Lakers trying to play physical defense. Allen, strong, won't go. And Kobe Bryant fouled on the rebound. This one's starting to get a little chippy. Crowd fired up here in Los Angeles.
Hey, and guess what? We are with the Mall Cop right now, Kevin James. Kevin, the first question I got to ask you is, Paul Blart Mall Cop. What's up with the name?
It's a tough name. We found it and we loved it though. So we stuck with it and we're keeping it in its entirety. So you have to say it that way every time too.
Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Yeah, don't shorten it. Don't just say Mall Cop.
What's the movie about?
The movie takes place. I am a mall security guard. And the mall gets taken over on the busiest shopping day of the year, and I gotta save the day without any weapons. Just this. I use these tools right here.
And I love when you slide across the floor and get stuck. That's my favorite part. Adam Sandler, you have a behind-the-scenes role. You're the producer of this movie, but you also have a movie coming out today, a Disney movie, I hear. Bedroom Stories. What was the coolest part of shooting that movie?
That Bedtime Stories is out today, and I've already seen it 4 times today. It's very good. But more importantly, what's your name?
Paul Blart.
Oh, Paul Blart, a Mall Cop. Very funny for the whole family to enjoy. I won't be seeing it, but Kevin tells me it's pretty
because he's
solid.
not very good.
January 16th.
January 16th, yeah.
But the Bedtime Stories, go ahead.
Now, you guys are huge basketball fans, right?
I am. Kevin's getting into. He's more of a. He likes to hit people.
What are your thoughts on this renewed Boston-LA rivalry? It's pretty kind of nasty, huh?
Unbelievable.
It's pretty insane in here. I got to say, the energy you can cut with a, I don't know. I ran out on uncut.
Jeff Van Gundy said that the kids shouldn't even have accepted gifts from the Celtics players.
Say that again.
Jeff Van Gundy said the kids should not even have accepted those gifts from the Celtics players.
Yeah, it's hard to look at a grown man in the eyes and say, "Get that toy away from me." Van Gundy's a little more hardcore than most.
Yes, he is. We agree to that. Thank you, guys, and thank you for having the movie sponsor us so that we can all be employed for this game today. We appreciate that.
It.
Happy holidays to you.
Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy New Year.
Bye, guys.
All right. Thank you, Lisa. How does the Mall Cop pay for courtside seats?
Thank you.
That guy is so funny. I mean, I just look at him and I just laugh. But how is he a small security guard? He said small. That's a rather large security guard, don't you think?
I'm just speechless because that's the first time that somebody said you were hardcore. Jeff Van Gundy.
I have street cred.
Lakers with the largest lead in the early going. Fisher back in the game, drives up at Leon Poe, who gets knocked down and picks up the foul, so Fisher will go to the line. Fisher, one of the premier free throw shooters in the league this year. He's been in the top 10 in both three-point shooting and free throw shooting. Fisher now in his 13th year in the league. This is his second stint. Won 3 rings back with the Lakers in his first stint. Wants to get another. And as he misses that one. Tuesday, January 6th, television's funniest doctors have found a better place to operate. And that place is ABC. Courtney Cox, guest starring in the season premiere of Scrubs. Tuesday, January 6th at 8 Central on ABC. Right now, many of the scrubs in there, you say that affectionately for the Boston Celtics. That's a basketball term.
That's not an NBA term.
That's not affectionate.
Sure it is.
That's not affectionate. I don't think I've ever used the word scrub in an NBA player. Ray Allen, let him know. My goodness, scrub.
Ray Allen, they count that as a 2-pointer. Allen's got 10 points. They're going to look at that, review it, though, in the next time out. Kobe Bryant again. He's 8 for 11. Coming up on 4 minutes gone by here in the second. Vujicic, the pesky defender, trying to chase Allen. Allen fires away. Oh, in and out. Thought that one going down. He had 2 Lakers all over him.
He makes that shot. That solid Laker defense contesting the jump shoot.
Lakers trying to get it to Bynum. Big Baby Davis is on him, but doing a good job being physical. Fisher. Tough pass. Vujicic. That's a 3. Sasha Vujicic just sparked off the bench with 6 points. And as Lisa Salters reported, he's not wearing any green. Won't wear it since the finals. Won't let his teammates wear it. I think he hates the Celtics. And he's trying to get some revenge here this afternoon.
Playmaking by Derek Fisher, finding Sasha Vujicic all by himself. Contest a little too late. Lakers 5 for 5 from the field in the second quarter. Don't go anywhere.
Stuart, thank you. Rainy day here on Christmas in Los Angeles. Lakers with an 8-point lead. Let's take a look at some of the headlines around the NBA so far in this season. Of course, the dominant teams up top. We're at Boston and Cleveland atop the East. Lakers atop the West. How about the Eastern Conference? Some of the elite teams in the West have come down a little bit. And the East faring much better. And I know something that bothers you, Jeff. 6 coaches already fired. And it's Christmas Day.
Well, I think whoever loses today is on the hot seat. Phil Jackson or Doc Rivers.
Ariza to the basket. Left a little too early. Davis the rebound. There's no question that the Lakers are trying to be a little more physical here this afternoon. Tony Allen, that's way off the mark. A knuckleball. Lakers now shooting 56% from the field. As Mark said moments ago, they hit the first 5 shots from the period. Bynum trying to stuff in the follow, couldn't control it. And it's Laker ball as Pierce will return to the game.
You look at the player rotations today. The Lakers are playing Kobe Bryant the entire half. To me, that's a definitive statement by Phil Jackson that this game is much more important to him than it is to Doc Rivers from a psychological standpoint. Doc Rivers going with a normal rotation.
Ray Allen, nice reverse, can't finish though. And Odom with his 5th rebound.
And I think this game does mean more to the Lakers because they have to prove something. The Celtics have already won the jewel.
Vujicic short. Garnett, good quick outlet to Davis. And you see Rondo back in. Rondo weaving his way. Misses the banker. Vujicic able to secure it. Stolen from behind, but a foul. Vujicic went diving on the floor. A little bit of drama there, but there was no question contact, and Rondo picks up his 3rd foul. Yep, got him on the arm. So Rondo hasn't played a lot because of the foul difficulty. He'll sit again. Nope, he's going to stay in now. Celtics down 8. Doc Rivers showing some trust in his young guard. He says the key reason why Rondo has turned it around is that he has that mental focus of you got to bring your A game every night. And Vujicic knocks down the first.
I think if what Coach touched on earlier, the reason why you can keep Rondo in the ball game in spite of having 3 fouls is because there's no pressure put on him by any Laker point guard. It's not like he's facing Jordan Farmar. He has to face Vujicic or Derek Fisher, 2 knockdown shooters.
Speaking of Farmar, out 8 weeks, knee surgery this week, and that's a tough blow for the Lakers. He brings a lot of spark and energy off the bench. Vujicic is going to play some backup point guard. Alley-oop to Garnett. Oh, beautiful pass. Rondo's 5th assist.
And to me, that's something that should be pointed out earlier today in the scouting report. That is a go-to play for the Celtics. You have to realize when Rondo has it there and KG at the top, the lob pass is in effect.
Bynum, nice pass to Gasol, blocked by Perkins. They're letting them play a little bit out there. Rondo, nice pass. Garnett, pretty feed. Back-to-back buckets. Phil Jackson wants timeout. So Rondo's staying in the game with the 3 fouls and immediately makes 2 nice plays.
Well, Doc Rivers designed this. You're being overplayed. Kevin Garnett, go to the rim. Good lob pass on point. And how do you say thank you in the NBA? Well, give it to the guy that gave it to you. Give and go. Rondo underneath all by himself.
A Paul Blart Mall Cop. Brought to you by ESPN. Play Streak for the Cash on ESPN.com and NBA.com for your chance to win $100,000. And the Phenomenal 4 from Mitsubishi. 4 cars, 4 cylinders, 0 compromises.
Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Gentlemen, Merry Christmas to you, Kobe. Fish, Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas.
Yes, keep attacking and playing your game. But you got to be aggressive. Go, go, go. Set it, set it, set it. Yes.
Doc Rivers trying to get his team to win their 20th in a row. A victory who tied for the 3rd longest win streak in NBA history. Of course, the Lakers at 71-72, the all-time best. The Rockets with that amazing streak last year. And the Celtics, as Vujicic misses out one, Walton the rebound. 19 in a row. Fisher, his shot, that's good, a 3-pointer. And the Lakers back up by 9.
Another play made by Luke Walton, but I like what Doc Rivers talked about. You have to be aggressive offensively. We played over 20 minutes in this ball game, and his team has not attempted a foul shot yet.
Pierce, wild shot, good defense from Bynum, but Pierce gets it back. Allen, shot clock at 5. Garnett, a turnaround, puts it in. Tough shot from Garnett.
And Garnett just took a cheap shot at Vujicic running back down the court.
Garnett 4 for 4. Vujicic jump shot. Boy, Lakers very aggressive here in the first half. They're just back from a 4-game trip. Here's another pass. Rondo and Garnett hooking up again.
Did you say Phil Jackson said Gasol was an underrated defender?
I didn't say it.
Are you kidding me?
Blame him.
It's like a dunk fest.
Garnett on 5 for 5. Rondo has 6 assists. Bynum jump shot. Young man showing a nice touch. Lakers continue to shoot well, 51% against the best defense in the league. Perkins gets it inside. Although Cleveland, as you said earlier, Jeff, they can make a claim right now for playing as good a defense as anybody.
Well, with me, when you talk about the Cavs, it starts with the mentality and the approach of LeBron James. He has certainly stepped up his level of defense and intensity.
To me, you can make the case that LeBron James is the defensive player of the year, and he's without question the best player in the NBA.
Rondo. Ball fake out to Allen and a blocking foul on Vujicic. You know, again, we talk about Boston and their great start, but Cleveland just 2.5 games back of the best start in NBA history. They're 24-4, 15-1 right now, have not lost at home. That place is just bedlam every night. And they're not only winning, they're winning by a huge margin. In fact, the Cavaliers, the Celtics, and the Lakers all winning. Their winning margin is double figures. Never in the history of the NBA have 3 teams finished the season by winning margin of double figures.
Now I look at LeBron James, and just to touch on something Coach just talked about, reminds me of Hakeem Olajuwon, was the MVP and was the best defensive player.
Meanwhile, Gasol with a defensive block shot, Jeff.
All right, we're going to give him props.
Gasol inside, blocked by Perkins. Oh, nice rejection from Perkins. Rondo, Allen for 3. Garnett keeps it alive. Pierce lost it out of bounds. It has been a physical first half, and the officials, as I said a couple of moments ago, they're letting them bang.
Pau Gasol upset that no call was made. Forget about the contact. You have to be a 7-foot force. Look to put the Celtic defender in the rim by dunking the basketball.
Just under 2.5 remaining. Garnett always gets low defensively. Perkins now guarding Bynum. Walton swings it. Fisher on the drive. Inside, pretty pass. Gasol the finish. 48-39.
And to me, that's a mistake by Rondo, rotating to Luke Walton and then not helping off Luke Walton on Derek Fisher's drive.
Pierce out of pull-up. Nah, that shot won't count. Foul beforehand. It's going to go against Walton.
Well, you have to close to Fisher hard. There, Rondo should have been the help defender. Garnett had to step up off the baseline, which opened up the dunk opportunity by Gasol.
14 foul. First on Walton. Pierce up and under. Garnett, open look. And gets the nice soft roll. Garnett 6 for 6 from the field. Gasol on the drive. Nice play. Rondo knocks it off the foot of Gasol. So a turnover. Only the 3rd for the Lakers. Reminder coming up at halftime. Stuart Scott, John Barry, Michael Wilbon, and our new guy, Magic Johnson. So great to have him in the studio. Will join us for the T-Mobile halftime report. Had a great buzzer beater in Phoenix. Magic's Fave 5 Lakers. That'll be fun to watch as Perkins throws it down. And also Magic's conversation with Kobe. All coming up the T-Mobile halftime report.
You know, my problem with Andrew Bynum, that last possession, you can be the helper, but also get back in the paint and contest that shot of Perkins. Sort of quit on the play.
Ball knocked loose. Kobe Bryant trying to save it, but cannot. And it's Celtic ball, just under a minute remaining.
To me, when the starting units have been on the floor, the Celtics have been the superior team. The bench of the Lakers have given them this edge.
So a timeout with just under a minute remaining. Second quarter in Los Angeles. Lakers with a 5-point lead.
To everybody out there fighting for our country, fighting for our freedom, I just want to say Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Whether you're a Lakers fan or Celtics fan, doesn't matter. We love you all the same. Just wanted to say God bless you, and we'll keep you in our thoughts and in our prayers always.
You're here, well said by Kobe Bryant. As Gasol and the Lakers come back out on the floor, leading by 5. And you've got to be impressed with how physical, Jeff, that the Lakers have been. That's all the talk. Are they tough enough to compete? Phil Jackson says we're not the same type of team. We're more of a finesse team, but they're playing good physical basketball.
Well, they play efficient basketball. I'm still not convinced right now that they are defensively. They got a good stop there. What it's going to take to advance them all the way back to the finals this year or win the finals against either Cleveland or Boston.
But I will say this is a much better defensive Laker team other than giving up a couple of lobs to KG. They have been very efficient defensively.
Here's the rebound. And again, you look at the records of these two teams. Tony Allen, offensive foul. Back-to-back charges drawn by the Laker defenders. You know, you say you're nitpicking by talking about these two teams and their flaws, but as we said at the top, for both these two teams, there's win a championship or a disappointing season. There's no in between. They're really the only two teams that have that scenario for themselves.
I put Cleveland in there too, because to me, Cleveland is now the best. I think they're the best team in the East. When you combine everything, as Walton knocked it in. So to me now, Cleveland's entered that discussion of the 3 teams that have true championship aspirations.
Right, but if Cleveland went to the finals and lost in the finals, it wouldn't necessarily be a disappointing season.
You know what? I'm a little different on that. They've already been to that finals one time. One time they've already been to the finals. And I only think there are 4 teams that can win it. I think Houston can win it, and I think the 2 teams here tonight and Cleveland.
Yeah, well, Cleveland right now, again, they went to the finals a couple of years ago, lost to the San Antonio Spurs, but they certainly have a chance right now. That Cleveland-Boston matchup is going to be fun.
And that's why I agree with Coach, because you take the Celtics to Game 7 last year, you have every right to believe that you are certainly capable of wearing the jewelry at the end of the day.
Plus, to me, they're so much better offensively this year. You add Mo Williams, you've got the floor spread, and LeBron James. Who knows just where his ceiling's going to be? He continues to get better and better, and to me now, it's not even close who the best player in the game is.
He has been spectacular as Walton sits down. You saw those free throw attempt numbers. That's the first free throw that the Celtics have taken in the first half. They're second in the NBA in going to the free throw line. Only Denver shoots more foul shots per game. Pierce, of course, frequently gets to the line, but that's the first one. 7 points and 6 rebounds for Pierce, who hated the Celtics growing up here in Inglewood. One of his least favorite Celtics of all time was Danny Ainge, who now is his boss.
I bet you he wouldn't have taken a gift from Danny Ainge.
I agree with that, but he takes Danny Ainge's money.
Celtics back within 6. Shot clock turned off. Crowd getting on its feet. Bryant. Nice steal. Scalabrine. Ray Allen. Final seconds. Puts it up with the buzzer. And that will end the first half. Good. Hard fought couple of quarters. Kobe Bryant had the quick start. 16 points for Bryant. Ray Allen also with a quick start. He had 11. Right now, let's go to Lisa Salters with Kobe Bryant.
Thanks, Mike. Kobe, Merry Christmas. No clothesline, no booty-hugging shorts, but it feels like a playoff game out there. Describe the intensity.
Yeah, no, it feels good. You know, it's a lot of energy in the building. Not quite like the NBA Finals, but, you know, it's close.
You talked a lot about toughness from your guys. Tell me, what do you like about what you're seeing as far as toughness goes?
Well, we're doing a good job battling them on the boards. You know, that's something that, you know, we learned from last year. You know, you give them too many opportunities, that's when they bust you for threes. So we have to do a good job in the second half, continuing with that, and also our transition defense.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
All right, Lisa, after the break, Stuart Scott, John Barry, Magic Johnson, and Michael Wilbon bring you the T-Mobile halftime report. Terrific game earlier today in Phoenix, decided at the buzzer. Magic Johnson's fave 5 Lakers and Magic's conversation with Kobe, all coming up. Rematch of last year's finals, Celtics trying to win their 20th straight game. But at halftime, they trail the Lakers by 6.
This NBA Christmas special presented by Paul.
Up their length. I say just go at them, make them block a shot, because if we miss a layup, to me, that's a turnover. Guys?
All right, Lisa. Crowd getting back in their seats. They were fired up from the start. There were some courtside seats on StubHub going for about $10,000 for a regular season game.
I'm selling. I am. There's no question. If I had 2 seats.
Good defense from the Lakers. Ball deflected out of bounds. 9 on the clock.
You would have tried to sell the seat you have.
This isn't worth $10,000, but if I could get it, there'd be a guest commentator right now, probably with as much insight as I have.
Chance of defense. Once again, Garnett with 3 on the clock. Nice contesting of the shot by Gasol, but Garnett knocks it down. 7 for 7 as he says yells at somebody along the sideline as he runs up the floor.
Sometimes guys like that, you have to find someone. I played with a guy like that, Reggie Miller. You find somebody to get you going. Talk trash to them and bait them.
Kobe Bryant jump shot. Short. He felt he was hit.
Ray Allen's done a good job staying in front, contesting. Kobe's made some, missed some, but he's done a good job keeping him off the free throw line.
Perkins on the drive. Knocked out of bounds by Bynum. Still Celtic ball.
But you see the Celtic mentality against Kobe Bryant. It's not about trying to stop him. It's trying to make him work for everything he gets.
By the way, who in this economy has 10 grand to spend on a game?
Did that just hit you?
Yeah.
Walking the deflection, but it gets right back to Allen. They reset to 24, but it didn't appear that the Lakers actually had possession. So Steve Javie's going to check with his fellow official, Eric Richardson and Billy Kennedy. Everybody giving their input. And Javie says, we'll figure it out. Javie in his 23rd year in the NBA. Many consider him to be the best, if certainly one of the best officials in the league. Javie number 29. Well, I don't think you can count that. That's not control, right?
I'm going to say that is control myself.
You just want to argue today. It is Christmas, man. Come on. You know that's not control. You're better than that.
I think it's control.
Are you kidding me, Van?
Steve Jabby, I think, is the best road ref in the game. We're going to agree on this. Wait.
All right, why do you say best road ref?
Because there is absolutely no NBA official, I think, is intimidated. But Steve Jabby, I almost dreaded when I saw him in home games because there was no doubt that the road team was going to get every opportunity to get to that free throw line if it was earned.
See Jabby talking with Phil Jackson. Jackson, by the way, going for his 1,000th career victory here today. $9.99. Our NBA calendar tonight on TNT doubleheader. Wizards and Cavs from Cleveland. Mavericks and Trailblazers. Doubleheader. Then tomorrow on ESPN, Bulls and Heat from Miami. And then Friday, Celtics continue their road trip on NBA TV in Golden State. So the shot clock is now at 4. They say no control. Rondo blocked by Walton. And a 24-second violation. Walton's had a good game. He's been very active.
He has, and I can't believe Steve Jabby and I disagreed. Man.
I don't think that's a first.
Yeah, probably not. But you're right about Luke Walton. Made open three-point shots. It's a tremendous one.
And there's a tremendous pass from the aforementioned Walton. Perfect lead, perfect bounce pass. And it's back to 6 for the Lakers. Gasol picks up Pierce on the switch. Garnett has Walton on him. Here's the double team. 5 on the shot clock. Pierce trying to draw some contact. Comes up short. Walton the rebound. Walton the stat stuffer here this afternoon. Phil Jackson loves him because he's a ball mover. We're 2 minutes into the third. Lakers trying to snap this long winning streak for the Celtics. Foul. Won't go, but 2 free throws. And here's Walton with a beautiful backdoor bounce pass.
Good old-fashioned basketball. Read how the person you want to get the ball to is being defended. And my goodness, mama, there goes that man. Kobe Bryant, the backdoor cut. Everybody out of my way. I have an appointment with the rim.
You know, every time you say that, I've heard it before, but I laugh every time. I'm a sucker for a good line.
Are you laughing with him or at him?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Well, you know. I mean, I'm laughing with you. You're right. I fed right into his bait right there. I took the bait.
Kobe Bryant trying to talk to Rondo a little bit there. And there's a lead for the Lakers up to 8. Lakers led by as many as 10 in the first half. Celtics briefly led in the first half. Their largest lead 3. Pierce threw it away. Laker defense strong to start the third. 10 turnovers for the Celtics. And again, you start to nitpick on a team that's 27-2, but they're 29th in the NBA in turnovers. Obviously, it hasn't lost them games, but they turned the ball over a little bit more than I'm sure Doc Rivers wants.
And the Lakers are very long. You look at their front line, it's not easy to get right at the rim.
Bynum, bad pass, 3-on-1 the other way. Allen back to Pierce. Pierce, nice left hand, and a perfect fast break. So the big 3 all in double figures now for Boston. Inside pass to Gasol, holds on to that pivot foot, gets it to Bynum. Bynum on the jam.
Kevin Garnett making the point, that's not just his responsibility. When the ball gets into the paint, all 5 defenders must collapse. The Celtics did not do it.
They're up the front court for the Lakers. You have Walton with 5 assists. Gasol with 4 assists. Pierce strong to the goal. Second effort won't go on a foul. Bynum hit him. Yeah, this is the type of aggressiveness the Lakers need from this young man.
The size of Pau Gasol forces the double team, and then Bynum, you're that big and that athletic, you have to finish at the rim. Eliminates all Celtic defenders.
Bynum, just 21 years old, said his goal this year before the season was to make the All-Star team. That will not probably not happen. But he also has another goal, wants to play on the Olympics in 2012. As Pierce knocks down the first. Pierce will be on the All-Star team. He's also climbing the list. Havlicek 1, Bird 2, Parrish 3, and if Pierce continues at his pace right now, he'll pass Parrish before the end of this regular season. He just passed McHale earlier this season. Unbelievable company. And he really, after what happened last year with the finals and the championship, He just seems so relaxed and comfortable with himself, yet still so confident.
Well, he put on a clinic playing the best basketball in the world when it was playoff times. On both ends of the floor, took the challenge against Bryant, took the challenge against LeBron James.
He elevated himself last year to the elite of the NBA for sure. Pierce, that's a three, puts it in. And the Celtics back within 3.
The first basket for the Celtics tonight was a Ray Allen trail 3. Paul Pierce just got a trail 3. That's where Garnett, running the floor hard, sucks in the perimeter defenders and opens up the three-point shot in transition.
Pierce has 7 points already here in the third quarter. All of a sudden the ball holding now for the Lakers. Fisher gets inside, way short. Ball knocked loose. Walton tries to save it and does, but this time goes to Ray Allen. Allen, bad pass. Rondo cut to the basket. And the Celtics turn it over for the 11th time. Here's Tom Thibodeau, the assistant coach who has received so much recognition. I remember Magic Johnson saying last week, any GM that doesn't give him a job this coming off season and opening should be fired. As Bryant in and out won't go.
Well, he's certainly ready for his opportunity, and with so many openings, you'd be hard-pressed for me to find more qualified candidates, or 6 more qualified candidates, so he didn't get one.
And Kobe Bryant also, Pierce throws it away, Celtics sloppy. Kobe Bryant said, would somebody please hire Thibodeau, get him out of Boston. That's how highly respected he is by opposing players. And do we see a little disharmony? They do a lot of that. Kevin Garnett leads the way. They're not afraid to confront each other, hold each other accountable. Bryant wide open for 3. Bang! .21 for Bryant, lead back to 6. Rondo has 9 assists in the game. Finds out Allen. Off the mark, Perkins, off and under. Kendrick Perkins with 8 points. He's just big and tough and mean out there. Bryant wanted it. He was open for a moment. Allen playing physical. Kobe Bryant inside and for another stop.
And one thing you could see, this is not Celtic basketball. They're still in this ball game, but too many turnovers on the offensive end, and then allowing the Lakers to get into the paint.
Ray Allen, offensive foul, gets a pat on the butt from Derek Fisher as Allen picks up his 3rd. And we'll have a timeout. Allen discussing it with Derek Richardson. Not too pleased with the response.
You know, when the Celtics are playing great defense, these things don't occur. You're able to do multiple things. Stop the penetration and contest the shot. Bryant gets a wide open look, knocks down the jumper off the penetration by Derek Fisher. And how about the next possession? Don't just be a shot maker, be a playmaker. Bryant finds Gasol at the rim. Lakers roll.
Merry Christmas, and thanks for watching ESPN on ABC.
Home of the NBA Finals.
Back at Staples Center in Los Angeles. Some famous faces, as always, watching the Lakers play. There are actually more famous dads today. Many of them bringing their kids. Samuel L. Jackson, big basketball fan. As, of course, is George Lopez. They're littered about here at the Staples Center. I didn't know Prince was a basketball fan. Fordham grad, Denzel Washington, go Rams. Right now, let's go to Lisa Salters with another.
Well, Mike, you know, you just love Laker games because you never know who you're going to see courtside, like Snoop. And I asked Snoop to give you guys a holiday wish. And Snoop, do your thing.
1, 2, 3 in the place to be. It's Snoop D-Go Double G on ABC, ESPN. So I'm gonna let the lesson begin. I'm on the flow, and you know that the Lakers gonna win. Merry Christmas, y'all.
All right, thank you. And guys, I just asked him to do that, and he came up with that just in the last couple minutes. So that's pretty deep, huh?
Thank you. I think at least pretty deep. That means pretty good, right?
Little freestyle from Snoop. That's getting it done, Lisa.
You know, I've never understood. I'm always a step behind. Now he's Snoop. Wasn't he Snoop Doggy Dogg? It was the same with Sean Combs. Wasn't he P. Diddy? Then he was Diddy. Then he was P. I can't understand how anybody knows what to call people anymore.
It's called changing with the times. You got to adjust, right? Rondo. Garnett spinning. Garnett, tough shot, in and out. Rondo the rebound, but a loose ball foul. And it's going to go against the Celtics. I believe it's Perkins. Yep, that's his second. Perkins gets a little heated out there. He's actually second in the NBA in technical fouls. Rasheed Wallace, number 1. Bryant. Playing up on him close. Bryant lost it. Picked up by Rondo. He's upset. 2-on-1. Rondo slows down. Back to Allen. In for the layup. And a blocking foul called on Fisher.
I have a problem with everybody being beyond half court on that. We've already seen Ariza make a save that led to a three-point play. 4 people crossed half court in that possession. That's just not right.
And you can be upset about the no call of your Kobe Bryant, but be upset while you're running back on the other end to defend.
Ray Allen, one of the best free throw shooters in the NBA, will go to the line as Fisher picks up his third. Allen's made 20 consecutive. He's over 90% once again. As Phil Jackson argues the call. Reggie Miller, your guy Reggie Miller, has the most seasons shooting free throws over 90%. Look at Allen. 6 times. He's probably going to do it a 7th time. Your former teammate Reggie Miller, as the streak ends, 8 times, 90% or more. Just incredible free throw shooting.
You're talking about some of the greatest shooters that's ever lived. Ever.
Who is the greatest shooter to ever play in the NBA?
I don't think you can really say that. I think in the conversation you put about 5 or 6 guys, and on a given night, any one of them could be the best.
Garnett got the block, then got the rebound. 5-point game here in the third. Pierce deflected by Kobe Bryant. Garnett tips it back. Rondo.
Your defense is scrambled. Celtics, good job.
Move from Allen, flips it up and banks it in. The Celtics have come back from 8 down here in the third to tie it.
And that's vintage Ray Allen. I don't think we've witnessed that when he joined the Celtic cast trying to fit in. That's where he breaks down the defense with his ability to knock down the shot and then get into the seams.
They call an offensive foul on Gasol. No, now they're going to change it. Excuse me.
And it's just extra epic play from Rondo, willing to hit the deck, keep the ball alive, and then Paul Pierce knocks down basketball, and Doc Rivers has to be excited about it. Then get the ball in transition, don't slow down, put the pressure on the Lakers defense.
Garnett picked up the foul. Derek Richardson, the official, signaled 16, which is Gasol's number. Gasol couldn't believe it, and then Richardson realized he made a mistake, and the foul was on Garnett. Vujicic, Odom, Ariza in the game now. 3 of the key bench players for the Lakers. Odom, quick shot. Meanwhile, the starting 5 remains in the game for Boston. Pierce on a pull-up. Pierce puts it in, having a big third quarter. Pierce now with 12 in the period and 20 for the game. And Celtics with their first lead since early in that second quarter. They've trailed by as many as 10. Kobe Bryant, high arcing shot, no good.
Great effort by Pierce to get a body on Gasol to help Perkins get the rebound.
And a foul. Odom and Garnett getting physical. Odom picks up his second foul. Lakers not in the penalty yet. It's only their third. For Boston, playing these starters, big minutes. They play tomorrow night, back-to-back. Lakers will have a few days off. This starts a 5-game homestand for the Lakers. Garnett to Rondo. He double dribble. Rondo to the basket, trying to jam it, and they wave it off. Offensive foul. Derek Richardson looking to make sure he has Rondo's number. It's 9, and that's his 4th foul.
Rondo with the hook. That doesn't look like an offensive foul to me. That's a big time move, and tried to punch it on Kobe Bryant. But talk about punching it on somebody. Paul Pierce has heated up in this quarter, knocking down plays in transition, half court, pretty much doing it all.
Thanks for watching ESPN on ABC, home of the NBA Finals.
And happy holidays once again to all our troops throughout the world. As we're here in Los Angeles at the Staples Center, reminder, Lost, the brand new season is almost here. The premiere event Wednesday, January 21st at 8, 7 Central on ABC. Just under 3 remaining here in this third quarter in LA. Boston Celtics with the longest winning streak in franchise history, 19 in a row, as they pass the 81-82 Celtic team that had won 18 in a row. Celtics trying to make it 20 straight here, including 11 in a row on the road. Incredible stretch, and right now they're up by 2.
Interesting point of the game. Celtics made a great run. Kobe Bryant now out against the Celtics starter.
Vujacic, quick release, knocks it down. Vujacic sharp off the bench, and Derek Richardson just called a foul after it went through. It's going to be 1 shot for the Lakers. I think it's Perkins. Yeah, Perkins picks up his 3rd. So as the basket's going through, Perkins threw a forearm, according to Derek Richardson, and Gasol will shoot 1. Doc Rivers, after last year, the NBA championship, got a 3-year extension, as did Danny Ainge, the boss, who also got a promotion. How about just a couple of years ago, Doc Rivers and the Celtics lost 18 games in a row. But Danny Ainge didn't make a change. He kept Rivers there. And the next year, they got a couple of pretty good players.
No, but that's what it takes. It takes belief from the ownership and management for a coach to succeed. And you as a management person, anybody can say now that Doc Rivers has won a championship in 19 in a row that he's a good coach. But I love that Danny Ainge and ownership stuck with him through difficult times so he could prove that he was a championship caliber coach. And he was a good coach when he was losing 18 straight, and he's a good coach now.
It seems like a long time ago, but it really wasn't. What a turnaround with the addition of course, Garnett and Rajon. Odom hits the 3. Lamar Odom from downtown. And the Lakers bounce back and go back up by 4. Odom doesn't shoot a lot of 3s. That's just his first field goal. 6-0 now for the Lakers. Garnett knocks it down. 8 of 10 from the field is Garnett.
If you're the Lakers defense, you don't mind Kevin Garnett shooting jump shots, but you don't want them to be wide open jump shots. Somebody has to close out to his body and contest it.
Under a minute and a half to go in the 3rd. Fisher. Odom, try it again. Back-to-back 3s, Lamar Odom. Rondo, final minute, 3rd quarter. This crowd alive once again. Rondo slices his way out to Allen. And Allen fouled by Vujacic. 14th foul. Vujacic's 2nd.
Lamar Odom, a set play, design play, getting him off of having a big guy. Kendrick Perkins defends him, gets the airspace, knocks down the jump shot. And then the very next possession, let's get a heat check. Lamar Odom from long range. Look at the ability to stretch the floor, knocks it down before the Celtics defense gets there. Lamar Odom feeling his way right now.
Odom coming into this game just 8 of 26 from downtown. Again, doesn't take a lot of them. 2 clutch shots right there. Shot clock down to 7. Leon Poe in the game. Blocked but fouled. Odom commits the personal. And Poe goes to the line. Poe goes to the line as much as any reserve in the NBA. Only Andre Karolinko shoots more free throws as a reserve than Poe. This guy's unbelievable. He's second in free throw attempts on the Celtics, so he's 9th in minutes. He just has a knack for drawing fouls down low. This is only the 7th and 8th free throw attempt for the Lakers in the game. Own a piece of NBA history. Bid now on game-worn jerseys from the Christmas Day games. Available for the first time on NBA.com. Get a sweaty jersey. There you see the snowflake on Christmas Day. And Poe, 1 of 2.
But I like Doc Rivers keeping 2 starters on the floor at the end of the first and going into the fourth, or into the third and going into the fourth, to give you more punch. Rondo, instead of having all bench guys on the floor and 1 starter, I like it better with 2.
Bynum misses. Davis the rebound, and the Celtics will hold it for the final shot. Rondo with 10 assists. Rondo, a jump shot, way off the mark. And there's the buzzer, ending the 3rd quarter. Lakers end it on a 9-3-1. Los Angeles trying to end the 4th longest winning streak in NBA history. Boston's 19-game streak on the line.
Made out of coal.
This NBA Christmas special presented by Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Welcome back to the Staples Center. I'm with Phil Jackson. Phil, there's been a lot of talk about the Lakers maintaining that defensive intensity for 48 minutes. How do you think you guys are doing in that department just through 3 quarters?
Yeah, our defense is okay in that quarter. They turn the ball over numbers of times. I still think they're getting quality shots. I'd like to have a step a little bit up, contest a little bit better. But I like the pace of the game to accelerate a little bit so that we get ourselves on the move. We're playing Celtic style basketball and pace right now.
What's the style that you would like to see?
Say again?
What's the style that you would like to see that would be more Lakers style?
Well, we need to get the ball more in rhythm rather than trying to grind it out in a half-court level.
Thank you very much for your time.
Lisa, thank you. We start the 4th quarter, a sold-out Staples Center. Kobe Bryant and the Lakers in their first game against the Celtics since the NBA Finals last June. Lakers best in the West, Celtics best in the East, 27-2. In fact, the best start in NBA history after 29 games. Right now, their 19-game winning streak on the line, and they start off the 4th with a good defensive play. Eddie House in the game with Tony Allen, Leon Poe, Big Baby Davis, and Ray Allen. 4 bench players out there for Boston. House. Davis spinning, tied up, back out to Allen. Shot clock down to 2, and he carried it. 15 turnovers for Boston. It has been some streak. You see the scoring, terrific shooting at 51%, the usual good defense. They had a couple of close calls. They lost twice in overtime, won twice in overtime, and also beat Atlanta in the final seconds. But they've also had a lot of blowouts during these 19 games. Vujicic off the dribble, way off the mark.
And to me, the last possession where the Celtics turned it over, the ball did not touch Ray Allen's hands. Right now, to me, they've got to move Ray Allen off screens and get him involved with these 4 bench players and allow him to make everyone else better.
Allen to the basket by Bynum. Andrew Bynum with his first block of the game.
And you make a good point, because if you're the Lakers and the ball does not touch the hands of Ray Allen, you're really doing me a favor. The offense should be ran right now through Ray Allen.
Well, we asked Doc Rivers before the game, is your team better this year? He said, our starters are way better. But as we've been talking, as we have a foul on Eddie House, offensive foul, a turnover, the bench has had their problems. There's been a number of games where the Celtics have had big leads. Bench has come on and given up those leads. Obviously, they haven't lost much.
No, they haven't lost record-wise. But are they better equipped with this bench versus last year's bench to win it all? And that's what you have to ask the question as Odom takes it to his left hand. And my answer is, no, they're not. And they need to make additions, just like they did last year with P.J. Brown before the trade deadline.
Yeah, trying to come up with another big. Inside Davis, nice move on a pass from Ray Allen.
But you see the difference. Ray Allen comes off a screen, it forces guys to double team, and then Big Baby has an open layup because the ball went through the hands of Allen.
In terms of the Celtics' needs, Jeff, is one of them a big man?
I think they need length up front, and I think they need a versatile perimeter player like Posey that can go between 3 and 4, so they can play small.
Odom. Short. Had to shoot it with the shot clock winding down. 73-69, Lakers lead. Just over 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Tony Allen on the pull-up, and Allen drills the jumper. They're hoping that he could be one of the guys, but he certainly doesn't have the size of Posey.
Nor the shooting range, but right there again, it started with Ray Allen getting trapped off the pick and roll, making a good pass to Big Baby, Baby to Tony Allen, Allen getting the wide open 15-footer.
Kobe Bryant drills it. Bryant with 23. Teams exchanging buckets here to start the fourth.
I'm really surprised Doc Rivers and the Celtics deciding to put Tony Allen on Kobe Bryant in this fourth quarter, who struggled early on, as opposed to leaving Ray Allen.
Allen, nice drive. First a jumper, and then the drive to the hoop, and it's a 2-point game again.
He's certainly got more offensive explosion than Posey, but not the range shooter or the defender.
Bynum to Vujicic. Vujicic for 3. Oh, Bryant the rebound, brings it back out. Gets inside, and he stepped out of bounds. So we'll have a timeout for the Lakers, their 9th turnover. Just over 3 minutes gone by, fourth quarter in LA. Lakers clinging to a 2-point lead. This ESPN production presented on ABC HD by Vizio. As we welcome you back, Staples Center in Los Angeles on Christmas Day. A terrific matchup, living up to all the hype coming in. Lakers leading by 2. Let's look at our Vizio game track, Mark.
You talk about the Celtics dominating the paint area, 40 to 24 points in the paint. How about Kobe Bryant? They're making him work for everything, 11 for 21 from the field. Ray Allen doing a very good job defensively against Bryant. And how about Paul Pierce? 12 points in the third quarter, taking over in the second half, 7 for 12, shooting a high percentage, continuing to give the Lakers defense a lot of problems.
Well, Pierce getting a rest right now. Only 2 losses for the Celtics. The first one was at Indiana against the Pacers. And then they lost at home against Denver. Right after that Denver game is when they've gone on this 19-game winning streak. And again, the reserves stay in for Boston. And a whistle away from the ball. Vujicic. That's his third. There are the losses. Pacers actually beat not only the Celtics, but they beat the Lakers as well.
And they lost to the Celtics in overtime in their second meeting. And how do you go 6 weeks without losing a game?
No.
I mean, really, the accomplishment of these long winning streaks is really incredible.
Allen misses. And especially we consider, as Mark said earlier, they're getting everybody's A game. It's the one they can circle on. Teams fired up to play the champs.
Yeah, but some of the teams' A games in the NBA this year are really D games. Because there are some bad teams in the NBA this year.
Odom, too strong. Eddie House does a good job driving the board.
The thing I love about it, when you win 19 straight games, it's just a matter of time when you believe, okay, things are going to begin to fall our way.
And just like that, they fall the Celtics' way. They go back up by 1. Eddie House nails the 3. Kobe Bryant looking, gets it to Odom. Odom to Ariza. Ariza on the drive. Bynum back to 77-75. I think that last one they called it a 2 now. My mistake.
I like the idea of Trevor Ariza not falling in love with the jump shot. Put the pressure on the Celtics defense and get to the paint.
7.5 remaining. Allen. House.
Could they pass it to Ray Allen?
House drives. House lost the ball. Picked up by Davis. 2 on the shot clock. Has to put it up. Won't go. Bryant the rebound. Once again, another possession. Ray Allen does not touch it. Bryant. Inside. Bynum. Bynum back up. Left-handed. Won't go. Pull the rebound. And they turn it over. Lakers will get it back with 7:03 remaining. And the starters coming back in for the Boston Celtics.
Doc Rivers looks over at Ray Allen and asks, are you good? Do you need a minute? Do you need some time to come over and recruit? Ray Allen says, no, I'm fine. Doc Rivers chooses to take him out of the ballgame.
There, that's that 3-pointer from Eddie House that was changed rightfully to a 2. There you see the right foot on the line. Good job by the officials.
You know, if I'm Ray Allen, I say, Doc, I haven't played the last minute and a half. I'm pretty good. These guys have not found me, so I haven't exerted any energy.
Remember last year in the finals, Ray Allen, that game 4, that comeback, Ray Allen played all 48 minutes in that game. He had struggled earlier in the playoffs and then had a sensational finals.
I mean, they're playing the Warriors tomorrow, so they can go up there and send out the C team. I mean, come on. The Warriors are banged up. They have nobody left. If you can name me their starting 5 right now, I'll give you a little kudos. The Warriors starting 5, I mean.
Beatrice.
Yeah, okay.
Bellinelli.
Okay. And some other guys.
Azubuike. Ariza tripped up by Garnett. And Garnett picks up his second foul. Boston down by 2. Again, the best start in NBA history after 29 games. Of course, the Bulls, coached by Phil Jackson, they finished with 72-10. That year they were 41-3. So he knows a little bit about great starts.
And great finishes.
Yeah. Yes. Just over 5 minutes gone by. Here in the 4th, Gasol. Bryant wants it. Nice play from Tony Allen and the steal. Ariza telegraphed the pass. Allen lost it, got it back, and he put it in. How did he squeeze that in with Bryant right behind him?
Outstanding defense by Allen. Battling, denying Bryant the basketball, and then the finish in transition.
Allen is a good, solid defender. And as the Celtics have tied it again. Vujicic, too strong. Batted around. Allen comes down to try to call timeout, and he got it. No, they call a jump ball. Billy Kennedy looked like he was going to call it, but Derek Richardson says jump it up. So they'll do it at the Lakers free throw line circle. See, I like they call that a jump ball. You can't give a timeout there, right? Or are you going to disagree with me again?
I'm going to disagree. But you know what? He didn't deserve that because he flopped to the ground trying to get a call. So just by the morality of the NBA, you don't deserve after a flop to get a call.
So you didn't disagree, you agreed.
In a roundabout way, but not for the same reasons, which is critical.
So Tony Allen will jump against Kobe Bryant. Allen, a key reserve in his 5th year out of Oklahoma State.
You know, I give the Celtics a lot of credit, and the Lakers too. Lakers played 4 games in 5 nights on the road, traveled back, a long trip, no real preparation time for either team. They really played a really fine game for traveling as much as they did in the last 24 hours.
So often teams after a long East Coast trip going out west or vice versa, that first game back sometimes is tough, especially if it's an afternoon game.
I think the same could be said for you two guys. This is a home game for me.
Well, thank you, Mark. I'm glad you acknowledge all I fought through the adversity. That's what an NBA player, I got to go to the cliche. I fought through adversity.
Allen, violation called. It's going to be Laker ball. Violation on the Celtics. Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce, of course, on a jump ball last year, one of the key moments of the Celtics' drive to a championship. Again, Game 7 against Cleveland in the conference semifinals. He beat LeBron James to the loose ball off a jump ball with about a minute to go, and that was a game-saving play that obviously advanced him to the conference finals.
And LeBron James has still got to be kicking himself over that one. But on these type of jump balls, there is a violation on nearly every one, other than the opening tip of the game.
We're midway through the fourth, all tied up. Lakers and Celtics in a good one once again. Ariza. And Garnett the rebound.
Good strategy by the Celtics. Double team Bryant. Ariza, that is not his strength, the perimeter shot. Forced the ball through guys whose strength is not their jump shot.
Pierce looking. Good double team. Tony Allen, three-pointer. Won't go. Odom the rebound. Odom 10 points, 7 rebounds. Good contributions from their sixth man. Good defense from Allen. Bryant wanted a lob. And Allen, excellent ball denial. Fisher looks up with 5 on the shot clock. Fisher fires away with 3. Way short. Odom, the save, but right to Pierce. Pierce ahead to Perkins. Perkins lost it. Ariza with another save. Once again, Trevor Ariza, all-out hustle. Fisher to the basket. Gasol is hit. And he'll go to the line. Oohs and ahs here at the Staples Center. And we'll have a timeout. Trevor Ariza did one in the first half. Doing it again here in the fourth quarter. Ariza, nice footwork and the save to a teammate. And it's going to lead to a couple of free throws. Just under 5 remaining here in the fourth. Lakers and Celtics all tied up. Plenty of emotion here today in LA.
Thanks for watching ESPN on ABC, home of the NBA Finals. This NBA Christmas special on ABC, presented by Paul Blart Mall Cop, starring Kevin James, in theaters January 16, rated PG. GMC, we are professional grade. And ESPN, play Streak for the Cash on ESPN.com and NBA.com for your chance to win $100,000.
Back in LA, a reminder, all eyes will be on Pasadena, the granddaddy of them all. Number 9, Penn State against 5th-ranked USC in the 2009 Rose Bowl, presented by Citi. Coverage begins at 4:30 Eastern on New Year's Day on ABC and ABC HD. Field looks good for the big match. Meanwhile, a packed crowd at Staples Center this afternoon. And once again, we wish you Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Along with Mark Jackson, Jeff Van Gundy, and Lisa Salters, Mike Breen on hand. Celtics and the Lakers not disappointing once again. The best in the East against the best in the West. And we're all even with just under 5 minutes remaining. Pau Gasol to shoot 2. Kevin Garnett, who Doc Rivers calls the best leader he's ever been around in his entire NBA career. And there's no question, right from the start, he has changed the culture last year of this team, and he's made sure they were not complacent this year.
And that's saying a lot when you talk about Doc Rivers being a player in this league for a long time and then also coaching in this league. He's been around a lot of quality leaders. To point out Kevin Garnett is a heck of a compliment.
And he's one of the top leaders I ever coached. He really good IQ for the game, Doc Rivers. Tremendous game competitor. Didn't let him practice that much.
Rondo to the basket. Block. Bynum, nice rejection. And here's what Bynum's wanted. He's asked Phil Jackson, let him stay on the floor in the fourth quarter. Jackson's pulled him out of a bunch of fourth quarter games. But here he's getting a chance in the biggest game of the year thus far.
Well, you earn the right to finish ball games, and look in the first quarter where Rondo was dominating, getting layup after layup. That's a contested one, and that's what Phil Jackson wants.
He's got 2 block shots in the period. Shot clock at 6. Pierce. And Luke Walton on the foul. So 3 fouls on Walton. Second team foul.
It's very interesting putting Bynum back in. I don't necessarily agree that Bynum has not played in fourth quarters because he hasn't played well. I think they just operate offensively more efficiently when they have another shooter on the floor. 2 7-footers clogs the lane for Kobe Bryant.
Allen double. Garnett looking. Shot clock at 3. Garnett has to put it up. Puts it in. Kevin Garnett. Terrific shooting exhibition today. 9 of 11 from the field.
That's a big-time shot from Kevin Garnett. But if you're Pau Gasol, I'd say, hey, you've done your job. We can live with that shot being made by KG.
Coming up on 4 minutes remaining. Gasol. Lost it to Garnett. Rondo pushing. Rondo alley-oop. Garnett slams it down. The Celtics their first lead of the fourth quarter.
Shows you the patience of Rondo. Could have thrown the ball earlier, but put more pressure on the defense and at the right time delivered the assist.
11 assists for Rajon Rondo. Continues his terrific season. Bryant falling away. That's good.
And that's a great shot by Bryant, but it just shows you can trap him now, and there's 2 bigs on the floor. Walton's not a knockdown shooter. There's not a lot of shooting to spread the floor with.
Rondo again gets inside, looks for an opening, looks for a teammate. Garnett has Bryant on him. Bryant trying to wrap himself around him. Garnett out to Allen. Allen for 3. Won't go. Rebound tip. Walton tips it official. Luke Walton with a hustle play. And the crowd getting on its feet. 3 minutes to go in a tie game. Fisher and Gasol whacked and knocked down. As the Lakers will take it out of bounds. And Rondo shaken up. That was a hard collision. Rajon Rondo, who some people think has a chance to make the Eastern Conference All-Star, has been terrific this season. Another strong game this afternoon, but he's hurting. His longtime head athletic trainer Eddie Lacerte checks on him. Let's take a look. Gasol right smack into him. Under 3 to play here in LA. Fourth quarter tie game. Lakers and Celtics.
I just want to wish a Merry Christmas to all the families, the troops, and all the people around the world to have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Rajon Rondo up and okay, apparently, after taking a hard shot from Pau Gasol just moments ago. Let's take another peek. Rondo coming up to help out. He went down hard and stayed down for a couple of minutes. And had to be helped over to the bench. Let's get an update from Lisa.
Well, Rondo, obviously you can see him on the bench, Mike, looking like he's trying to shake loose the cobwebs. I've been told that he just got the wind knocked out of him, and he will be back in the game.
He's got some toughness, Lisa. He was a high school quarterback in Louisville, although he said he was a passing quarterback and always threw the ball away. Didn't like to get hit. He didn't like getting hit there, but he stays in the game. And he's had a terrific season. Ray Allen says he's the best point guard in the Eastern Conference right now, calls him our main catalyst.
Tell you, I got 3 point guards from the East who should go to the All-Star game. Rondo, Jameer Nelson from the Orlando Magic, Devin Harris from the New Jersey Nets.
No, it's not going to happen. Those 3 guys will not be in Phoenix. Not all 3 of them.
Gasol open. Knocks it down. Lakers back up by 2.
At that time, Gasol ready to catch and knock down the shot. Actually had the shot prior to the collision with Rondo. He has to be aggressive.
Lakers 24 assists on their 32 field goals. 2.5 to play here in the fourth. This 19-game winning streak on the line right now for the Celtics. Allen well short. Bryant rips it down. Many in the crowd getting on its feet. Laker fans would like nothing more than a victory over the Celtics, especially to stop this winning streak. Bryant kicks it in. Gasol, the floater, punch it in. 4-point lead for the Lakers. Timeout, Boston.
Talked about Gasol having to be aggressive. Well, you leave him open, guess what? Pau knocks down the jump shot. And then Kobe Bryant, pick and roll basketball, find the open man. Lakers on a 6-0 run. Bryant, Gasol having their way.
Back in Los Angeles, reminder coming Tuesday, January 6th to ABC, by land, by air, and by sea. These are the real stories of heroes that protect us all. Homeland Security USA, the series premiere on Tuesday, January 6th at 8, 7 Central only on ABC. Paul Pierce and the Celtics have the longest winning streak in Boston history, 19 in a row, but right now they're down by 4 with 2 minutes remaining. Rondo, Pierce, Garnett, the Celtics have been terrific. It's the best 29-game start in NBA history. But they're on the verge of perhaps just their 3rd loss of the season against the hated Lakers. Still plenty of time to go. And this crowd, many of this capacity crowd on its feet right now. Pierce, there's the double team. Inside Perkins. Perkins against Bynum, backs in, kicks it out. Rondo up top to Garnett. Garnett's jump shot, that's good. Boy, Garnett can't miss, and a whistle. And a double foul down low against Fisher and Ray Allen. So all that will be is that both players pick up an extra personal. How about Garnett? 11 of 13 from the field.
And great extra pass by Rondo. The ball came to him, he's wide open, but instead of taking it, he plays to the strength of Garnett, knocks it down. Oh, that's just nothing but some love tapping down there. I don't know if that's a double foul or no foul.
So they call it a double foul. Does not count as a team foul, just counts individual.
But you say great extra pass by Rondo. It's a great extra pass because KG knocks down the jump shot. You cannot allow Kobe Bryant to just roam without paying the price. If you're Rondo, you have to be ready at some point to pull the trigger.
Both teams have fouls to give. Both teams have multiple timeouts remaining. Minute and a half left on the 4th. Bryant, Gasol, Pau Gasol inside. Banks it in. Count it. And 1. Chance for a 3-point play for Pau Gasol.
We said it earlier, Kobe Bryant had to be great. Well, this is great. Making the extra pass, realizing what's being most effective on the offensive end. They're coming off, double teaming him. He has to make the play time and time again, finding Pau Gasol, and Gasol ready to catch and be aggressive.
Pierce's 4th foul. Gasol with the last 6 Laker points. Since he's been acquired, this team just wins. And Doc Rivers will use one of his final 2 timeouts. The crowd on its feet. Kobe Bryant and Pau Gasol working beautifully together down the stretch, Mark Jackson.
If you're Pau Gasol in Memphis, you have to make all the plays. If you're Pau Gasol with the Los Angeles Lakers, you can play off a great player in Bryant. Just be ready to catch, be aggressive, and knock down shots. That time the jump shot. How about double team? Nobody's going to guard me? Well, I'm going to slash to the cup. Hits a runner in traffic, and then the last trip. Turns down the jump shot, gets into the seams, knocks it in off the glass with the left hand, gets the contact.
So now it's 88 to 83. And you could tell from the start that this game meant a little extra something special to the LA Lakers. We saw it early, what you talked about, Jeff. The starters stayed in there longer. We also saw how physical they were. This game means a lot to them, guys.
Well, absolutely. You talk about the presence, and even when Phil Jackson put himself all in like a poker player, playing Kobe Bryant a bunch in the first half, really made a statement.
And their defense has been better in this game. They played a grinded-out game, and Phil Jackson, during the 4th quarter interview, said it wasn't their style, but this is playoff-style basketball.
He said the defense was just okay, he told Lisa Salters. It's been better now in the fourth. Pierce to House. Ray Allen. Blocked by Gasol. Ball tipped. Here comes Ariza. Wide open.
Ariza throws it down, and it's a 7-point game.
Pau Gasol making big play after big play. Pierce to Garnett. Back to Pierce. Pierce fires away. Short. Perkins. And Perkins is fouled by Kobe Bryant with 57.2 seconds remaining. Gasol big buckets and a very big block.
Just multiple epic plays, contest, gets the block shot, and then who wants the basketball the most, tips it ahead to Ariza. Ariza finish. That's outstanding Laker defense led by Gasol.
That was the foul to give, so the Celtics will inbound. Lamar Odom checks back in.
And to me right there, Perkins has to find a way to get up in the air on that as Bryant lands on his back. To me, he was worried, obviously, about Bryant landing and falling badly, but you got to figure out how do you get a two-shot foul out of that.
Pierce looking. Back out to House. Shot clock at 6. Eddie House launches one. Won't go. Rebound Bryant. The crowd starting to celebrate. Hard to believe this is a regular season game by the way this crowd has reacted. Kobe Bryant on the drive. Strip gets it back. Banks it in. And the fourth longest winning streak in NBA history is about to come to an end. Rondo out to Garnett. Garnett won't go. Ariza the rebound. And time for celebration for the Laker fans. The winning streak for Boston ends at 19. Big victory for the Lakers. Lakers get the win 92-83. Let's send it to Lisa Salters.
Thanks, Mike. Kobe, the guys were just saying that just judging by this crowd's reaction, this does not seem like a regular season game. What was the difference down the stretch?
Oh, we made the right plays. They were determined to not let me beat them by scoring the ball. So, we had to use our other teammates to get guys going, and Pau did a great job stepping up, knocking down big shots.
We talked at the end of the first half about the intensity level, but how much did it get kicked up just in those last 2 minutes?
Excuse me?
How much did the intensity get kicked up those last 2 minutes?
Well, it was fun. It was fun. The game got, it got really intense. It was a close ball game. It was kind of going back and forth, and it was a lot of fun.
You told us before the game that it is just one game, but you wanted to use it as a measuring stick. How did you guys grade out?
Well, we felt like we did a pretty good job. They had just won 19 straight games. So they were due for one where it was kind of, maybe they weren't playing it, as good a rhythm as they were. But still in all, we're pleased with the effort.
To knock them out of that streak, what does that mean for you guys, to stop that streak here right now?
Well, it's fun just because of the challenge of stopping the streak, the team that was playing so well. But that's where it is.
How big was this game for Pau Gasol, especially in those last couple minutes?
Well, it was big. In the first half, I felt like he was thinking too much. And, I had to remind him at halftime, I said, you're one of the best in the world. Just play like it. Stop thinking. Just go out there and play.
Thank you very much for your time. Congratulations and Merry Christmas to you.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Lakers led this game by 2 with just under 4 to play. Well, the Celtics did, and then the Lakers go on a 13-2 run to end the game. Celtics-Lakers rarely disappoints. Once again, the final score, 92-83. Lakers end the winning streak at 19 for Boston. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports, now except on the West Coast. Stay tuned for Ugly Betty over most of these stations. So for Jeff Van Gundy, Mark Jackson, Lisa Salters, and our entire ABC crew, this is Mike Breen saying Merry Christmas. So long from LA. You're watching ABC, home of the finals.